Welcome to my channel.
The Obesity Princess. Once upon a time, in the Golden Kingdom of Velmora, there lived a princess named Elira. Unlike the princesses in fairy tales, Elira was not slim or delicate. She was large, round, and often called the Obesity Princess by people in whispers. From a young age, Elira loved food. Royal chefs prepared grand feasts every day: sweet ladus, creamy curries, fluffy breads, and rich desserts. Eating made her feel happy and safe. But as she grew older, so did the judgments around her. The courtiers laughed behind her back. Visiting princes rejected her without even meeting her. Even some servants pitied her. The king, her father, worried, not because of her size, but because he saw sadness growing in her eyes. One day, Elira overheard two maids talking. Who will marry a princess like her? She can barely walk across the garden. That night, Elira looked at herself in the mirror, not with anger, but with honesty. She realized something important. It wasn't just how others saw her. She herself felt tired, breathless, and unhappy. The next morning, she made a decision. I want to change, not for them, but for me. Instead of ordering sweets, she asked for simple, healthy meals. Instead of staying in her room, she began walking in the royal gardens. At first, it was hard. She could barely walk for 10 minutes. Her legs ached, and her breath was heavy. But she didn't stop. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. She met a kind old gardener who taught her patience. Growth, he said, is like a plant. You don't rush it. You care for it every day. Elira started enjoying the sunrise, the chirping birds, and the feeling of becoming stronger. She laughed more. She smiled more. Slowly, her body changed. But more importantly, her mind changed. She was no longer hiding. One day, a neighboring kingdom sent a young prince named Arin. Not for marriage, but for an alliance. When he met Elira, he didn't see her past or her size. He saw her confidence, her kindness, and her strength. You're different, he said. I work to become that, she replied. They became close friends, and over time, something deeper grew. But this time, it wasn't based on appearance. It was based on respect. Years later, Princess Elira became Queen Elira, the wise and strong. She introduced health programs in her kingdom, teaching people to love themselves but also care for their bodies. And the name Obesity Princess, it faded away, because the world no longer saw her that way. They saw her for who she truly was, a woman who transformed not just her body, but her life. Moral. True change begins when you choose yourself, not because of others' opinions, but because you deserve a better life.